Hello everyone and welcome to the Gulf Sniper. This is Talali with you, taking you through the daily update of the 16th of February 2021. As you see, we started the backtest setting, and the setting is as usual with the minimum change that we made the stop exit as a 3, not 2, as discussed during the live trading with the subscribers, and we have agreed to make it at 3% to cover for the most of the cases that, or most of the opportunities that we were talking about was always going in an average of 3%. So we decided to keep it 3%. Nevertheless, nothing will be changed to the results and the data here, as you will see. So yesterday we managed to get $5,205.90 in 26 trades out of 56, representing 46.4%. Taking you to the calendar. And today is, as you know, the continuation of our streak, which is in days starting with the 2nd of February will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row. And our maximum or most win days was 13 to 1 only. And the biggest win or winning day was 9,451 on the 4th of February, while the biggest losing day was minus 2,636 on the 15th of January. So if you kindly freeze the screen here and see the most winning and the least profitable on the 16th, while I take you through the backtest results and the signals appearing during the trading. So let me take you through the backtest results. Let's go over each opportunity and see whether really we should really enter or whether the opportunity is really to be counted or not. So the first one, as you can see, it's on downtrending and it is not above the moving averages and the weighted moving average. So this is not to be considered as an entry. If you notice, we noticed during the trading that today was one of the days that do not really have signals, though this big signals. So today is yesterday actually, so which is the last trading day. I think easily we can see the signal, the market from the 9:30. It shows that no, there were some signals maybe towards the end of the trading. So still we are not able to get 9:30, the beginning of the trading session. So going back to LGHL, that's not to be considered as a trading, it's not supposed to fall, to be considered because it's not falling under our criteria. So this is not to be considered. ATIF. ATIF, as you can tell, it has confirmed its upper direction. It is above the moving averages and the weighted moving average, and it is close to the moving averages. So the candle came to you. We wait until it closes, then the other one opens, then it starts going higher than the closing price. So we enter here, 1.37, 1.39, yeah. So we enter at 1.39, Okay, maybe a little bit earlier with our stop loss here, 3% as we mentioned. So from 1.37 up to here, lower than here a little bit. And that's why we make our setting to be 3%, 7 to 3. 3% at the stop loss. So we usually cover the range lower than the moving averages or the weighted moving average. Okay, so this is the first winning one. Let's look at SNCA. That's supposed to be an entry, correct entry, or a little bit lower than that. However, it did not make it. So this is a losing, this is a confirmed winning, this is a confirmed losing trade. AL double J. It made it, but it is not supposed to be considered here. I would say that I will wait for this candle until it settles here and then give it some time when it passes this. So it will start like here, then it will go down, it will rest on the moving averages, right on the moving averages, then it will go up. When it goes higher than this, we enter. So we got our 7%, but here, not in this candle. So, okay, it is supposed to be considered, or it is considered as a winning, but not from this candle, not at this area. Unless you want to take the risk and see it going down and, concaving or changing its direction. Maybe you can put your stop loss right on the arrow, which is the 1.99 or 2, actually. 1.99, you can put it lower than the whole dollar. And this is a psychological support by itself, by the way. 1.2, which is the 2. It's a psychological support, but it's going very high, so it is risky by itself. But it made it. It made it after another candle. Okay. Moving to MKGI. I think you can tell why we should not enter this one. If you are a regular, if you regularly watch our recaps, you will tell why this should not be under our criteria. So this is not supposed to be, or this is not to be considered. Moving to PXS. PXS was doing crazy move. It made almost a 300 or about 400%. And you will see as we will go, it started here with 38%, then it made easily the 200% all the way to 300 plus. Here it is in our trading at the beginning of the market. It's a losing trade, although I wonder why it was losing. If you enter, you should not enter here. Again, you should give it a while until it opens in the next candle and goes upper than this. So if you enter from here, you made it. But if you are here at this entry on these, moving averages, you should at least put your stop loss here at 1.63. So the stop loss should not be 1.68. No, it should be 1.63. So that's why we made the 3%, which will, as a stop loss, which will take care of all these. Okay. So we will see it starting from tomorrow. We saw it today. We put it in our back test. So we will see always this. This is taken care of. So this is actually a winning one, not supposed to be a losing one. But you'll see it many times also. You can make more than 7%, more than once. One signal here came and it was a correct one. You will see it at about 1 o'clock. And the other one was here after some sort of slowness. Then it met the criteria above the 3. It appeared continuously on the screener, on the daily screener. Then it made its way all the way to the top. When you decide to go out, it will be at this area, maybe when you are far away from the moving average, when you are not, going side by side with the moving average. So you can tell that it will make its way to correct, as what had happened here. Okay. Moving to HUSA. HUSA is continuously with us from day to day. It gave a perfect entry it made a perfect entry at 9:33. Maybe you can enter here. It did not make the 3%. It did not hit our stop loss, then it continued. But it took longer than our criteria, our duration. If you are following our criteria, you will take 1, 2, 3 candles. You might see yourself going down. You might decide to leave at here at minus 1.5 or something. If you waited for some time, you can find yourself at 1% positive or half percent. But at least at the break even. So maybe you will leave here, but with the time it will appear to you again, then you can enter. So I will leave this to you, ladies and gentlemen, to decide whether this is supposed to be a losing or a winning one. Okay, moving to AEHR. I think it's obvious here at least, but let us see here. And it is obvious here also that this is not an entry candle. And from the history also you can tell. So we'll skip this one and move to ANTE. ANTE has been doing great job today also, and the entry here does not require you really to wait for one more candle. Here it is confirmed your entry because it's already above this candle and above the moving averages, and it is going in the direction. So it made it in 15 minutes successfully with your stop loss to be lower than the moving averages, maybe at this area, even a little bit upper than this. Okay, AKER has been doing great job as well. Then we will start skipping, moving on to 10 o'clock but we will take AKER. Was moving quite confidently, and as you see, it made it here in 15 minutes again. Yeah, within our criteria. Let's move on. So a couple of interesting ones. RWLK was our highest today, or yesterday actually. And it's obvious. If you waited for the 15 minutes, you can make 6% or 5.5. Or you can just give it some more. But if you are trading and you found yourself here, maybe you'll decide to leave here with the 15 minutes at maybe about 6%. So that's an excellent one as well. Taking LTRX. That's a confirmed entry, however, it did not manage to make it. One thing that might not be really interesting to you or a motivation for you to enter the trade is that you are at this. However, one thing that might make you decide to jump in is that it is resting at the 5, and depending on the signal, LXTR, it only appeared once, and your window is only 17 cents. So would you really go? And looking at it, it appeared once and it did not continue to appear, CPXS. But unlike LTRX, it did not appear again. So I think you will think twice. You will give it a second thought before you enter. Let's move on. There are plenty of winning opportunities here, which is good. Let us move on to the middle of the day, about the end of the lunch break. Let us see MTC. I think in one candle you can take easily 6% and leave the trade, close the trade rather than waiting and being under the risk of, hitting your stop loss. See here, we should have put it even lower than that, but see here with this 3%, it's barely, it is just about to hit it. It was just about to hit it. I cannot enlarge it here, but it was just about to hit it. While if it was 2%, it will just hit it and continue its way up. So that's why we enhanced we modified the stop loss here. Moving to, let's take a losing one, SFET. I think the entry is not correct, and I think you can easily tell that this is not a correct entry. See, when you enter here at the signal, when you wait for the next signal, next candle, you will be confident that it will not go. You will tell that it is a wise decision not to enter here, because see what had happened. It is far from the moving averages. It opened widely already. So it was clear enough that it will go correct for some time and then go, if there is still room for it to go, if there was still room. Okay, moving to LYL, was doing great movement as well, and it's been appearing many times during the trading session, and this is one of the, I think, first signals that appeared. It was active after the lunch or the lunch hours or the break time, and then the only thing that makes you not to really think about entering is the slowness here. But if you decided after being a winner today to just try and push for your luck, maybe you can in 10 minutes or less make 7% easily. So excellent entry, low volume, but the momentum at 1 o'clock was excellent. That LYL, if you are trading, you can immediately just wait for the 3.9 to be broken, and you can enter here easily with the intense signals. IO will be talking about it as well. But LYL was doing great movement really. Okay, moving to IO, also at the same area, was appearing and giving you big room here. Although it is losing here, but it was doing great job. See, if you enter, it made it on the same candle, it made it negatively, then it continued and making about 5%, if not more, gain in one candle, seeing the signals and noticing the excellent movement here. TMBR was doing great movement as well. and appearing many times, and you can see obviously how it was doing, how it was jumping. So that's an excellent one. METC was doing also great movement, but would you really enter this? I will leave it to you. NTIP, I think it's not under our criteria, so it should not be really considered. There is no trading really. It rarely gets the attraction and moves. So BRN in one candle was doing great move, then it went down. I think nobody will be really entering here at this distance away from home. So I don't think that this is an attractive one. PED, again, appearing here. No, it's not a wise it's not a correct entry. And that's not a wise decision to jump in here. It's almost two resistances ahead of you, and then next one, historical resistances. So no, I don't think that there is something really that will attract you to jump in, especially while you are going towards the closure of the day. Moving to SNDE, let's see. No, again, far away from the moving averages. GVP, pardon. Okay, so winning one in a longer duration, but it made it. SDPI was moving here, then it was closed here, but in our criteria, 1, 2, 3, and then you should be out with break even at worst case. Okay, this one, you can tell, I believe, that this is not under our criteria. CXDC, if you enter here at the end of the day, I think if we made a successful day, usually we don't really want to enter into a trade without really being cautious and ready to enter and leave immediately. So we limit even at the end of the trading. We don't make it as 15 minutes maximum. We may even try and enter. If it doesn't move immediately, leave the trade and get ourselves out of any possibility of being trapped. JP at very late stage of the trading started to make some active movement before, 28 started to follow its usual daily performance, but it did not hold up for a longer time. So by the end of the trading day, and there was no really big volume on the trading session yesterday. Taking two more, EAST. EAST is not attractive on the daily, being away from the moving averages and then going down. You might give it one more day to confirm the upper direction, but here there are many factors. It's the end of the day, low volume, signal is at very late stage. They are far away from the moving averages. I think all the negative signals came together into this opportunity. So this is not supposed to be a good one. Last but not least, SNMP. It's at 4 o'clock, about 4 o'clock. So nobody will be really entering. But the entry here is a little bit, if it was the beginning of the trading or the middle of the day, I might think twice in entering here. Or I might just enter and put the stop loss as we agreed, to give it some, to give it a chance. All right, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you on the live trading today. Bye-bye for now.